What's up, guys? How you been? Hope you not there, right? Hope so everybody dey fine. So for today's video, our usual daily Euro USD analysis. Today, man, Euro USD has been so boring, very, very annoying. Has just been ranging within this Asian range. We just dey wonder whether the market want buy or be want sell. Since morning, nothing happening. Just really, really annoying. So let's just hope that during this New York session, that at least we get some action. So earlier I was anticipating the market to at least buy from, let's see, from this zone, from here all the way to up here. This is what I was expecting, all the way to this zone. Why? I will explain why. I was expecting it to buy all the way to this zone because of all of this here, right here. I just felt all this was liquidity that the market can decide to take out before it finally continues to push downwards. All of this. You can even draw it up to from yourself. So I just felt all of these choppy movement here is liquidity that buyers can take out before we see a long move to the downside. But then that didn't happen. The market is just ranging up. So right now I'm even thinking that the market may even continue selling. Let's start from the higher time frame though. Let's go to the weekly. On the weekly. So yesterday or the day before yesterday, the market tapped this previous week's uh high and then sold up. So I was expecting that the market was going to break this. Let's delete this first. I was expecting that the market was going to break this previous week's low and at least start pushing into the space. But the market is still taking its time, not yet. So I guess we'll just watch and anticipate and see what it does. I'm still of the bias that the market will still break this place, at least probably break it today or tomorrow. Then next week we get to see the market push the harder down into this week here. But then let's just watch and see what the market does. Daily, all of this still within this range, weekly range, 4 hour. Now this is what 4 hour looks like. So initially I was expecting that because I think on Tuesday, right, the market tapped here. The CPI took the market to this previous week's high, and then if you watch my yesterday's analysis, I was expecting to sell either from this zone or this zone. I'm going to go back on that, like give you guys some explanations on how to draw your zones properly because I missed two entries yesterday, and each of them was like less than 2 pips for the market to tap my limits, but I missed those entries. That would have been for at least 7 or 8 hours. So I'll explain how you should draw your zones properly so you don't miss trades because of wicks and all. So on the 4 hour now, initially I was expecting that since price started buying from here, it may probably come back to this zone, tap here before we see a further push to the downside. You get? So I was expecting to see this. The price will buy, reach here, then sell off from here all the way to the downside. But with what is happening now, I'm beginning to think we may just probably bounce off this other block price right here. Because if you check this on this 4 hour, you see this place. This is like another block we get, even though it didn't really break the structure to the downside. So it's probably not too valid since it didn't break structure to the downside. It didn't break this place. Anyways, but I guess this is what is giving the price hard time to push further up. This other block right here, even though it's not too valid though. But I guess this is what is giving price like hard time to move to the upside. But then let's see what happens. So since price is finding it difficult, I'm just going to be wait to see. Ideally, if I want to be more conservative, I'll wait to see price break this red horizontal line. When it breaks it to the downside and it retests it, then I start looking for sales. Or I just, yeah, that should be it. But I'll just be watching out, Sha, and see what happens. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour. Very nonsense kind of price action. Market just the range, like say, it no get sense. So I drew out this level. If the market breaks this level to the downside, then I start to look for sales on the retest to get on the retest. Okay, so now let me explain how I missed my entries yesterday very painfully. Now, if you watch my yesterday's Euro USD analysis, I was saying that I was going to sell from here or here. Now, the market actually sold from here. It didn't push up to the upside. Why I wanted to sell either from here or here, why I was like looking at this higher zone, was because of this relative equal highs or this liquidity that was here. So I was considering this place to be a liquidity that the market may want to clear before it sells, but the market didn't take out that liquidity, it just sold and reached my target exactly. But I missed this entry. Let me explain what happened. I was looking at this. This wasn't my zone. This wasn't how I drew this zone yesterday. Let's go to the 15 minutes, 30 minutes, I guess. 1 hour. Exactly. Now, this is what I did. If you look at, let me zoom in. If you look at this 1 hour now, this is the order block, right? And what I did was I drew my level on the last bullish candle. As you guys all know, the definition of an order block to be the last bullish candle before the bearish move. So this was how I drew my order, my zone. I drew it on this candle. I marked out the candle. Guess what? Price didn't tap it. It just came out reverse. Look how close it was to my entry. It was afterwards I now realized that, okay, I didn't draw my order block correctly. This order block is supposed to be all of this whole area, this range. If I had drawn it like this and placed it on this range, I would have gotten tapped in. So you see this range during the Asian session when this market was ranging here. This was like the institutions, the big boys gathering money to make EPC then sell the market. It just be like say here, they just dey gather money, they just dey accumulate money, make EPC then push the market come down. So if you're going to like draw your zone or your level, you shouldn't just base it off just that last candle. Especially when you see like a range like this choppy movement like this, your level should be inclusive of these candles, this small candles. So if only I drew my level like this, I would have had a perfect sniper entry straight to my TP. So always have this in mind. Whenever you're trying to draw your levels, there are some levels that would usually not have this. They will just give you one glass pin bar candle or bullish candle, then you get to see high volume in the market drops massively. Yeah, but some other times you will see something like this. When the market is choppy like this for a long while before it now sells up, your order block is all of this inclusive, not just the last bullish candle, because you can miss. It's better for you to do it this way. At least you will be safe. You could get your entry down for you to place it up here and then miss your entry, just like I did here. So that's something you should always incorporate. That's something you should always do. That's actually the proper way to draw your your zones, your zones. Because another block self, in some definitions, it's not just the last or bullish or bearish candle before the market reverses. It's actually like a block of orders, different orders that are placed within a range, you get? So that's how some other people defined it. So that's the best way for you to actually avoid what just happened to me yesterday, because it was actually very painful. So that's it for Euro USD today. Nothing much, nothing serious. I'm just watching the market, waiting for it to make its move. We're going into New Year session now. So let's hope and see that the market either goes up to clear this liquidity, then we buy from the top, then sorry, we sell from the top here or here, or it breaks this level down here, gives us, retraces back, then we sell. Either ways, either one, whichever I'm looking to sell today. I'm looking to sell either from here. Let me use this. I'm looking to sell either from here, either from here, or from here, this zone here. Or it breaks all of it, or it breaks this place, comes down straight, gives me like a retest, and then sells also again. So this, sorry, my drawing is quite like scattered, but these are the scenarios I'm expecting. Either it sells off on this place, or it sells off on this place, or it just breaks here completely, gives a retest and sells off. So this is what I'm expecting on Euro USD. So that's it for this daily analysis. See you guys tomorrow. Cheers and God bless.